to you, St. Lucia. And well, at the point you're seeing this, it's probably morning, but we are here celebrating such a festive occasion at the Alliance Francaise. It is Francophonie Month, and something special has taken place here. But I'm very honored because we have a special guest. So we have the regional counselor here for France, and this is Stéphane Dauvet. Right. To make sure I said it right. You know, but it's one step at a time. And of course, it is Francophonie Month, so you want to start learning French and, you know, incorporating that in everything. So first of all, thank you for being here with us. How are you?
Oh, very fine on this Francophonie Day. Of course I am. Thank you, Sheila, for hosting me. It's really a pleasure because it's a special day all over the world. Of course, it's not special to St. Lucia, but we did something special in St. Lucia. And this is a special event because Francophonie, it's not only about French language, it's about kind of sharing a spirit of friendship, a spirit of exchanges. So you should say it's quite common, but it's not. In the common world, it's quite crucial to be in connections, to be friendly, to be open-minded, and to work together. Let's remind it.
That's right. And you know, it's so amazing, as you say, friendship and coming together, because St. Lucia is represented, France is represented, we have the ambassador for Canada, Morocco, so many French-speaking countries have come together this evening.
Definitely. Francophonie is definitely not if Francophonie means there is something about French, but it's about French language, not about France. And so we share the common value and share values, and the film was a Canadian film. The food was mainly, and I saw the cues, the food was mainly about Morocco because they are great in cuisine. And we share same values, same feeling, and the willingness to be together. And I think that's a crucial point. St. Lucia is a part of the Francophonie. Some people tend to forget that point, but because, of course, French Creole, patois, what we speak in St. Lucia is very, very and roots into French language, even if it's very different, it's very, very rich right now, and we'll love it. And it's a part of Francophonie in a way. Francophonie, one more time, is less language than a spirit.
Yes, and I really agree with that. And you could see it this evening with all the camaraderie, everybody who came together. Even our Governor General stated, you know, St. Lucia, we should have 3 languages. We speak English, we have our French Creole, and then we'll have French roots and Spanish. So it's just about coming together and celebrating that. Now, in the spirit of Francophonie, there was also a very special event that took place, Le Petit Prince, and we saw St. Lucians, some of which who had never spoken French before, putting on a very famous French play, and it's, you know, a very famous children's play at that. And raving reviews, the word on the street is, they blew everybody away.
It's just amazing. The novel itself, it's a novel. It's a very short one, has been written by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry at the beginning of the 20th century, or middle of the 20th century. And it's an amazing short book, translated in almost 200 languages worldwide. It's maybe the most translated book on earth. And it's a very small book, and what is amazing, it makes sense for children as well as for adults. You see this kind of books that are double messages, that you can understand whatever your age, your condition, your reality is, because there are plenty of symbols. I would not compare it to only books, but it's more or less the same idea. It's to make people think about life and about behaviors. And it's very rich, but it hasn't been adapted so far, or not for long, in St. Lucia. And I have been amazed yesterday by the group of very young, very, very young artists, I should say. I thought they were professional, but they are not. And they are just so promising because they don't even or only adapt Petit Prince in the context. They just made from Petit Prince a Saint Lucian piece.
Yes.
And they have been great. They have had musicals, they have had dance, they have had plenty of things inside. The costumes are amazing. The way they play is really amazing. And we have to do something with it. And we will promote it in St. Lucia, elsewhere in the Caribbean, in the French-speaking islands. We will do whatever we can to make it more known and popular for those young talents.
Yes. And you see, this is what we're talking about. So again, first time that they were putting this on, of course, you saw it when we came to visit them at a rehearsal. And now they blew everybody away. And I look forward to seeing it in the schools. And, you know, as Mr. Douvet said, it is going to be something they're trying to push through the region. So this is something to look forward to as we continue to celebrate French-speaking culture, the camaraderie, the friendships, and just, you know, just being merry and being happy to be here.
Thank you, Sheila. It's exactly what we want, being, more camaraderie, more friendship. It's what we are intending to do. Promoting French language, yes, of course, here at Alliance Française, it's their job, it's what they are doing. But it's much more than that. We are promoting exchange of culture, and we have organized so far in this very alliance plenty of events that are not French at all: Spanish, Cubans, Venezuelans, even whatever. And St. Lucian, of course, we have helped the Suffolk Research Center. We know the unfortunate events they have experienced, but even before we had also plenty of events from everywhere, everybody. We are just trying to make things happen together.
That's right. And the keyword tonight is together. Hey everybody, good morning and thank you for staying locked on to DBS. I am Chayla Mendes and I am ready to wow you today because we are at the Glam Box and it's to celebrate and to officially announce the launch of Lovely Makeup Artistry and Image Consultancy. So you're wondering who that is? Let me introduce you to our favorite lady, our Black Up Queen. We have Vanessa. How are you?
Hi Chayla. Hi St. Lucia. Morning to everyone.
And how are you today?
I am fantastic. To be honest, I'm just filled with emotions, very elated because the overwhelming support that I've been getting with my launch is just amazing.
Now, I know this has been spread out on multiple days, so I know it has taken a lot of planning, a lot of teamwork, but it is here. I mean, I also want to say Lovely is looking lovely today, if I might add that. But how are you feeling? I mean, you are now taking a bigger step and launching your brand with us in St. Lucia and by extension the world.
Totally. For me, it's very overwhelming. At the same time, I'm very happy to do it because it's something that I've always wanted to do. I know right now we have a lot of makeup artists, so everybody's wondering, okay, well, what is this about? Another makeup artist coming on stream. But my brand, Lovely Makeup Artistry and Image Consultancy, is not just about the makeup aspect, but I'm also focusing on the holistic individual, the image aspect of it, which has a lot to do with your appearance, communication, as well as personal grooming. So again, it is something that I think that St. Lucia will be very happy to know about, and I'm just excited by launching, of course, officially, because I've been around, people know me to be involved in makeup, but they don't know, that I'm also involved with the imaging aspect, and for me, that is something that I really want to bring out to St. Lucia.
And I feel that is really a niche market there, and very interesting that you touch on that because quite often we think we know our face and our body types, etc., and sometimes we can have things quite wrong. So having that guide, somebody to hold your hand and tell you, okay, this is gonna work for your skin type, and let's not even go there. But there's so much that can come out from this. So I see that as a whole other avenue that I think people will be welcoming.
Exactly, and it's like you rightfully said, it is a niche market. I mean, it's a big thing in the US and in Europe. You have image consultants who have the actual business all around. There's actually an association of image consultants. So it is something that, it's not just for a professional individual, but it's also for someone, on an own personal basis. For example, a lot of people don't know how to shop, like you rightfully said, for their body type. And in image consultancy, there's also that personal shopping aspect, which kind of, that's my fun part. That's the part that I really love because, of course, I'm a shopaholic. But at the same time, shopping for people or guiding them as to how to shop for a body type is for me even more important. A lot of the times you find that people who may be round or inverted or triangle or what we would call a pear or an apple not all of us are hourglass. So again, we want to ensure that we create that right shape, and having someone like me to give you some tips and tricks as to what you should wear for your body type is definitely a plus size. Yes.
Now let's backtrack a little bit. How long have you been in even the makeup artistry field, and where did you study?
Okay, well, basically, I have been involved in makeup for about over 10 years now. When I just started my first job from the A-level college was basically as a sales associate, but I also represented a brand called Clarins, which does skincare and makeup, and I worked very closely with the Eman line at the time. But of course, as of recent, I've actually been, everybody know me as the Black Up Queen. So of course, it took up a storm that I've actually said to myself, you know what, I had the hands-on and practical knowledge. So I decided to do my certification in makeup artistry and to focus on not just the area of fashion makeup, but I did a little bit of editorial makeup. I did a little bit of what we call the bridal makeup, as well as the special effect makeup. So I did it with the Visio Makeup Academy, where I got my certification. But further to that, I also went last year. I think most persons who follow my Facebook page or my Instagram page would see that I went to the IMATS, which is the International Makeup Artist Trade Show. So I actually went across to Canada to follow that last year because I really wanted to see how the world of makeup artistry really evolves. And in that, I got to network. I also did my certification in microblading as well as lash extensions, which obviously would complement my business of makeup artistry. So I think it is important to marry the practical as well as the theory aspect of it. Like that, you can better cater to your clients.
You see, and I feel like everything is just pulling together so well. Now, even to add to that, clearly you have to love what you're doing because you've been in it for years. And you know what? You can see it's just genuinely in her because as soon as I walked in here, she's like, okay, we have to get you some mascara. So now I'm going to walk out with some fabulous blue mascara on. But what is it that you love the most about what you've been doing and what you're about to do?
For me, I think it's just about impacting knowledge and educating persons, but it's also the smiles that I see on my clients when I'm done with them, whether it's in a consultation for makeup or in general image consulting. I think it's just getting to know that you are part of something big. And for me, I feel very happy when I'm able to touch somebody's life or be in that environment where you basically adding value to a product or to someone. I just enjoy that part of it, that personal touch.
And you see, that's going to be the difference. I always say, you know what, people can have similar traits, but you can never duplicate a personality. And this is also going to be an added difference to what Vanessa has to offer. So, of course, you've started off with your personal makeup classes as the launch. So that's even a different approach to a launch. So it only makes me start to ponder as to what else is going to happen. How much more of a difference will she bring in her approach? So we are wishing you all the best. And I know people want to know how they can follow you, contact you if they want image consultancy, etc.
Yes, I know many persons are on social media. So if you'd like to follow me and you're on Instagram, you can head out to Lovely Makeup, Lovely with a 3. And the 3 is not per chance. The 3 is at the end of love. It's love in 3 ways: love for self, love for God, and love for others. So you see, even my branding has meaning. Hello.
And we gotta love that. That shows all the thought put into it. And again, this is a young lady here pursuing her dreams, sharing it with us, and by extension, you're gonna make us all feel fabulous, amazing. And for everybody who has been part of this process, I know they're gonna walk out learning something and spread the word like wildfire. Lovely Makeup Artistry and Image Consultancy is here, so don't sleep on you. Make sure you're following to keep up to date with everything that's happening. So Vanessa, thank you so much again, my love, and I wish you all the best. I feel like it's a hug moment. All right, St. Lucia, so that's a wrap. Keep tuned. This is our wrap up for your Tuesday. Hopefully you're feeling really good. It may seem a little gloomy outside. Maybe it's going to clear up, but do not let that spoil your day. We are here to make sure that we kickstart your morning. The rest is up to you. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is DBS Morning Show. And until then, I'm Chayla Mendes wishing you an amazing day. Stay positive, keep beautiful, and I'll see you tomorrow.